What's up guys, my name is RC and today I will be showcasing a beginner guide, more so, about Blight, this beautiful boy right here, who has become possibly my second favorite killer in the game. And at first I didn't think much of him, but having played him a lot more and getting to know him and seeing what he's capable of, I definitely think he's possibly a top A tier killer, and he's definitely become one of my favorite killers. In today's guide, I will be showing how you can deal with common loops as Blight, how to use your power efficiently, and how flexible he is, and how you can get good with his power and use it efficiently and use it when necessarily. Without further ado, let's get into the guide. When playing Blight, you have to consider two things, of which I will cover in the guide. Number 1, his mobility, and 2, his flexibility. As you can see in the video, Blight doesn't go very far in his first rush. In fact, each rush lasts 3 seconds, so be mindful of that. Add unless Blight starts with 5 tokens, and after slamming once into something with your first rush, you will be able to hit survivors as you rush towards them. While traveling around the map and trying to hit survivors, I recommend that you take your time deciding where you're going to rush next, like Nurse, as you have a 1.25 second chain rush window every time you slam into an object. And don't go around using your power recklessly. Use it necessarily and wisely. Try and predict the survivor's movements and catch them off guard. Remember, you can also use your power to break pallets, so if you see a survivor run towards a pallet, you can instantly destroy it if they pull it down and continue the chase, kind of like the Oni. There's also a few things to look out for when playing Blight, such as the tree stumps in the Swamp and Macmillan maps, the cars in the Autohaven maps, snow piles in New Ormond, and even chests. These objects will make you slide to the side and mess up your rush, so be aware of where you're using your power exactly. You will master his mobility with more practice and map knowledge, but don't be discouraged, as many maps offer the same loops, structures, and paths that work for Blight just as much as they work on normal killers. Now, his flexibility. Just like Oni, you can flick in any direction, which will make him reach more towards the left or to the right. His flicks can get you a lot more hits around corners, but flick when needed, as you have a bigger opportunity to miss than with a normal attack. Flicking, just like mobility, takes practice and time, but once you master it, you will be able to get a lot more difficult hits. Last thing before we move on, there's a bug going on where if you hit as soon as the screen starts going dark at the end of the rush, you will be stuck in place even after Blight does his recovery animation for a good 5 seconds. And you won't be able to move at all, and after a few seconds you'll be able to move again. Another thing I forgot to mention is that you cannot use your power while going up staircases. And this goes for the game, this goes for basement. Because look, on a flat surface I can use my power, but then if I slam onto the wall next to the staircase, I cannot use my power at all, and I still have 2 available tokens. So be mindful of that. On to common loops. For common loops, there are some tricks you can do, but using your power in most of them is very risky, and I don't recommend it. Regular loops like displayed here, you can't really use your power, so try and get the pallet down without getting stunned, break the pallet, and then use your power to catch up to the survivor, ending the chase much faster. At LT walls, I suggest you chase a survivor clockwise, so you can use that standalone wall in order to slam into it and hit the survivor as they rush towards the window. On the 2 double wall loops, the first one, what you can do is once again chase a survivor in a clockwise fashion, and instead of you vaulting through the window, go to the left side of the wall, rush towards the opposite side of the window, and if they haven't made enough distance, you can easily hit them. However, if they have made distance, slam towards the next wall to your right, where you have a window of opportunity to either rush towards the pallet or the window where you can get free hits. For the second double wall, force the survivor to loop at the giant wall with a window in the middle. You could try double backing to the window, but if you wish to use Blight's power, I suggest you chase them from the window anti-clockwise, where you can slam the nearest wall to the right and either get a hit at the window, or you slam into the window and you can get a hit as they either go to your left or towards the pallet. One more thing I wanted to talk about was what you can do with Blight at Shack. Here, as you can see, I use my power to go in a clockwise way, so you chase the survivor clockwise and you use your power to slam against the doorway, which connects the window and the shack pallet, and then you can choose whether or not to go to the window or to the pallet, depending on where the survivor is moving. So keep that in mind and practice your timing, because you can get some very easy hits like that. Here's a match I played very optimally in, and hopefully it will help seeing footage like this to get an idea of how to use this power effectively. One of the perks I recommend getting on Blight is barbecue and chili, as not only Blight gets a lot of points, but like Billy or Oni, you know exactly where to go with your power. Here I was able to predict the Meg's movement based on the crow that flew, meaning she's behind the rock. So I swung and hit her. Like I said previously, some loops you just can't use your power on, and I am also waiting on mine to recharge. So what I did was force the pallet drop, broke it, and used my power to catch up. But what you can do, use your power to catch up. Here I skipped ahead because I spent a lot of time looking for someone else, and I wanted to show more Blight gameplay and use his power effectively with map knowledge. Just gonna take this. I don't think we can do, yeah, we can only just hook this girl. We're gonna stop that gen. Or maybe this one, I don't know. Let's see which goes first. That's unlucky. Here's a trick I was mentioning earlier, where you make the survivor vault and you slam the opposite side wall and hit them. There you go, that's one thing you can do at this loop. Let's go pressure this guy that's about to unhook. Again, sorry for skipping so much through the recording, I'm just trying to fit in the key details of the match. This is just regular gameplay right now. We're in a bit of a situation here because of this, oh, this girl has a key too, even more of a bigger situation. Really, she was able to pull it. That's one thing you should always look out for when picking someone up from a pallet. Though I thought I could hear her not get stunned, I was wrong. I don't think she's able to get the heal in the Meg. Good. Her first hook, but it's fine, she's a key user, we're gonna have to deal with her quick. Well, this is annoying. This guy is doing this gen, are they not? Okay, no. Let's go hug this girl, because that girl is probably already gonna wiggle out. And she's on her feet. This one's to my right. Okay. Looking at this match, think about how you could use the environment just like I do in this video. Very important that you use as much of the map as possible to get hits. Even I at times struggle to keep up with certain survivors and their pathing, so like in the situation, take your time with your rushes, but remember the 1.25 second window. At this point in the match, the audio got cut off because of the copyright music that was played somewhere else in the stream. But as you can see, I used the environment to hit the key, and that's the end of the game right there. So yeah, that was my beginner guide for Blight with good pieces of advice, what to do at certain common loops, and a small analysis of a game I had, which I think showcases what Blight can do pretty well. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to the YouTube. Link to my Twitch is in the description, and stay tuned for more DVD content. I'll see you guys later. Peace.